As parents, we intend to ignore that conscious and intentional effort it takes to groom a male child. We prioritize raising our female children by giving them the moral teaching, social, and cultural training, forgetting the male children. We do all of this because we are trying to make our female children take the space of a mother and a wife. The male children need the same upbringing. So today, we are going to be talking on the topic, the boy child. Welcome to Your Thoughts. This is a program where we discuss social, lifestyle, trending, and topical issues, where we allow you to share your thoughts as well. I am your host, Anne Onwebia, and I have with me in the house to anchor this program, Ruth Bessel Asin.
Hello and welcome to GREENNOLLYTV Television. On Your Thoughts today, we will be bringing you an amazing topic, so stay with us. Thank you, Anne.
We have in the house to talk more on the professional and talk as a mother, talk as a wife. We have Trial Adekunle. She is generally known as T. She is a loving wife, caring mother, kingdom influencer, and inspiration. She is a fashion influencer. Did I tell you that? Welcome to the show, T.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
I was having a conversation with someone, and she said she made a statement that she's raising her children. She's not bringing them up. Can you tell us a little bit about the difference between raising a child and bringing up a child?
It depends on the context. If you look at the dictionary, raising and bringing up a child, I think for me is one and the same thing. But however, you hear people tell you things like, when you bring up a child, you're just trying to make the child live your life. You know, we have parents who just want the children to do what they say, to be obedient. You know, my favorite quote when you look at will say, raising an obedient child is not enough.
Yeah.
So people will tell you that they want to bring up their children. So they give them the analysis, you know, like checklist, do this, do that. While others believe that raising a child, you're getting that child to thrive.
I actually think that it's dependent on the context. You know, so what you say about bringing up a child, it depends on what you're telling us thereafter.
Yeah.
So I actually think that they're one and the same thing, truly.
Been a lot of programming for the boy child.
Yeah.
What informed this path?
I always wait for this question. I was just seeing a program, a match one day, and this just came to me. We have the stars, the Mane, the Salah, being trained, you know, and then they go into the field to play. Imagine training a Mane and a Salah, right? And then you get to the field and you bench them. And then you now bring in people that were not trained to play the match. So that is what we are doing in our system. I have two girls and one boy.
Oh, wow.
And I was asking myself, we are raising the girls, we are training them, human rights activists, women, the girl child, teach them puberty, teach them how to sit, teach them what to do.
Yeah.
Teach them how to talk.
Teach them how to talk, how to cook.
So they can make good wives.
Good wives. So now, who are the men they will marry?
Yes.
That is the football scene. So you put them on the bench, you train the girls. Then you bench the girls, and then you want the boys to function. They can't function.
Yeah.
That's right.
Even the Bible says, I'm a Christian, be a Christian. Train up the child. It didn't say train up the girl.
Yeah.
Train up the child in a way.
There was no age, sex.
There was no gender.
Yeah, gender.
So we just woke up and said, let's raise the child, and we started raising the girl child. So that was actually what led to that. I started doing it with my son. And I saw the result. He's a teenager now. He's still a work in progress, you know, but so far, I hear my girl say, my brother is a perfect gentleman. And I just
Laugh.
If we can all do that, then the world will be a better place. So I had to take up that responsibility, you know, and here we are.
All right, this is your favorite, I call it favorite quote for me. You say, let's raise a boy so we will not start changing our husbands.
No, this is how I say it. Said,
Okay.
If we train up our sons, we wouldn't need to change the husband.
Yeah.
So that is just, I look at it like we talk about the girl child. If you set structure for your son, you teach your son how to be gentle, how to do those things, it will be, you know, I tell people, I hear people saying quotes when the guy no fit cook, Nigerian parlance. The guy no fit cook. May he come marry. You know. But if this child is trained to cook, the child gets, or the son, now the man who is trained gets married. And the wife is expecting. And pregnancy issue sets in. The man should be able to cook.
In a general home, they were like, okay, when he grows up, he will have a wife, or you have nannies to take care of this, to take care of this. If he cannot cook, he can pay somebody to do it for himself and his wife.
But do you know that we have men who don't want nannies to cook for them?
Oh, yes, that's true.
And
That's
it must be their wives.
And I believe that those are the men that were trained very well. Because if you don't want a nanny for your wife, you understand, that means you can handle some of the house jobs.
No, they can't handle them. They want their wives to do them.
No, that's
Okay,
wrong.
I would like to ask, right? Are girls
That's so wrong.
are girls differently raised from how boys are raised?
Yes, the society has done that. Raising girls differently and raising boys differently.
Okay, so we can boldly say with our full chest that that's gender inequality.
We are not having that conversation here.
Yeah, because women have been fighting gender equality, but when it comes to that, the men have been left.
Yes,
Inside.
I would say so too.
You know, recently something happened in my son's school last year. We know May 16th is the day we celebrate the
boy child. Yes.
And he came back home and I said, Happy International Boys Child Day. And then he looked at me and said, what's that? I said, you should know. So you weren't celebrated in school? And he said we weren't celebrated. If it is girls' child, that'll be the girls' day. They will do they will do this. We're not. And he still sends that message. What are we doing? And another thing we also say, man up. Man up. When we train them the right way, the way we are also raising our girls, we will let them know that, appreciate the fact that they have emotions.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is also the vision of T and the boys. We really need the boy child to know that it's okay to cry.
Yeah.
It's okay to be.
No, I tell
that to my children. You know, I have old boys. When they do that, I said, no. It's okay for you to cry. Let it out. Express yourself. Free yourself. And we can talk later.
A lot of mothers, we don't understand that. We just feel okay. You know, boys man up, men don't cry, men are not hot. I don't even want to go there. If there's a rape case now, the first thing they point is the girl child. The girl is the victim.
Yeah.
The girl is the victim, you know. I have girls, so I'm not trying to say, because I understand both genders. And I believe that if we take these things into consideration, the world will definitely be a better place.
Let me quickly ask this one. What are those things, those training, good morally, socially, culturally, you think we can impact in our boy child?
Okay, now, the major thing I noticed because of study relating with people, let's avoid bailing out ourselves.
How do you mean?
A boy walks into this place that we are, for instance. He tries and this, maybe a table falls.
Yeah.
You are in a hurry to go and help as a mother. It's a mother's instinct.
Yeah.
But have you noticed that unconsciously, when that thing happens to your daughter,
You expect her to carry it.
Even
Because
if
we
she's
think
there
that-
with the boy.
Even
Yeah,
if
we
she's
think
there.
that responsibility,
Yes.
you know, anything that has to do with being responsible, being accountable, is saddled on the,
The
girl
girl
child.
You know, so we bench these boys and then we keep teaching the girls and teaching the girls and teaching the girls, and then we leave out the people that are going to cohabit. We're not teaching them on how to cohabit with the girls we've been teaching.
Exactly.
You know, so, and then they grow up and then it becomes chaotic. Yeah, but I think that the African society is a patriarchal society.
Okay.
At least for now, we're still so patriarchal.
Mhm.
You know, there are places where they treat the male child special, you know, in quotes. We think that we're actually teaching them, you know, treating them specially,
Special, yeah,
you know,
to be a
but we are
man.
actually ruining the child.
Yeah.
You know, because while we're busy grooming the sisters, and then we're saying, oh, the sisters are this, you'll be a wife. The boys
Forgetting that the boy too
To
will
be a husband.
Yes.
and a
You
father.
know,
And a father,
And one
and a CEO.
Exactly.
I see you.
And one thing people forget is that first, the boy is first a human being
Mhm.
than a gender.
Yeah.
And then so this neglect, now society calls it neglect, that the boy child is being neglected. And then when you talk about a boy child being raped, and then
don't even go there, Ruth, because nobody, up till now in our society, do you know there are some people who still finds it very difficult to believe that
yes, because when a boy comes out and says, "Oh, I have been raped," and then we're like, "Wait, because the African society, makes it, oh, okay, I don't know, but at least the African society predominantly, says that, oh, the boy is the head. So the boy, the male gender, they are the givers. And then the other gender, they are the takers. So it feels like, how can someone who gives is now someone who is now, and then a taker is coming to accuse someone who gives that, you understand? So I think that the African society is so patriarchal that subconsciously we're beginning to forget that the boy child is a human being first before being a boy, and that the boy child, being masculine personality, has needs. Yeah. And just like the female child,
they have the right
to be in a proper upbringing. Yes, to proper upbringing.
What you give to your female child should be given to,
because the male child is a major part of a society.
Following the trend of divorce in a society, you wake up today, this is a celebrity. You understand?
We announce, I'm no more longer interested in this marriage. You wake up tomorrow. Do you think it has a lot to do with what we are talking about?
Yes, it does. Part of the thing I wanted to talk about is structure and commitment.
Okay.
We should train the boy to be committed. When you are committed to a task, I tell my son, I said, we finish what we start. When they have that understanding that anything they start, they must finish, they will not wake up in the middle of marriage and walk away now.
Yeah,
yes, I'm not saying that some of the marriages out there that have to be dissolved is not is really the boy child issue.
Yes.
But when you understand commitment, so it's part of the things that we teach boys, or if you are raising boys that will thrive, you have to teach them to be committed. You have to set up structure. Their life must be structured. Time, that's how a boy excels. I need to do this at this time. I need to get this. I'm committed to this cause. We have to teach them to be compassionate. I tell mothers, write letters to your sons.
Yeah.
Write letters to your sons. Then also, if for those that don't have fathers, yes, we have children who lost their fathers, maybe through divorce or death.
Yeah.
Get a male figure. It's part of the things you need to raise a boy that will thrive and become a good man tomorrow.
All right.
Get a father figure, and not just a father figure. Get a mentor. One of a responsible.
Because there are lots of father figures that are just figures. Yes. So and they may even be giving the boys a bad mindset.
So that's why I said get a responsible mentor. Sometimes even your husband, who is very good, may not be able to mentor your son.
Right.
Talking about a mentorship. If a parent, you understand, because they say charity begins at home.
Your children should look at you first. You understand, as the number one example to follow. So if you fail in I think that what you just said implies in where parents have failed, you understand, to be that example their children need. You understand?
Well, I would like to say this about parents, They say that not one person can raise a child.
I know. That's true.
So it's not, the child does not just stay in the house alone. The boy goes to school, he goes to, playgrounds. Yes. He has friends. He goes out with his friends.
Sorry to even interrupt, when you even talk about play, boys don't even play anymore. Have you noticed?
Yes.
My children, maybe within themselves.
No, we are so exposed now that we are not even building a community lifestyle.
Yes.
The boys are on the screen. They are gaming. They are from there. Go and read your book. Go and eat. Their life is, that's not even the kind of structure I'm talking about. Your children should go out and play and relate.
And bond.
And bond.
Physically.
Doesn't even know, okay, oh, my son can relate. Because you know one thing about girls, they can just enter anywhere and just penetrate anywhere. But a boy would, especially for, do you even understand the temperament of our sons?
Yeah.
Ruth, what's your last take on this topic before we...
Okay, in as much as I have so many things I would like to say, but for time, so I would just quickly ask this: the African society, has been alleged to saddle the boy child with a lot of responsibility. And if you look at the rates of suicide currently in our society, I think more men are committing suicide because of the pressure to provide, So the boy child is saddled with the responsibility of providing, protecting, and this has driven lots of them into a life of crime and depression. What are your thoughts?
It still boils down to training the boy. Most exactly the men that go into these vices.
Yeah.
Training the boy.
Mm-hmm.
When you train the issue of responsibility, saddling boys with responsibility is it's not we will talk about it till tomorrow. The man is a provider.
Yeah.
But when you train this boy on the path to follow, and these emotions we also talk about. I saw a clip somewhere of a pastor. I laughed so hard. He said, man, hold your ears. When you feel heavy, unburden,
Let it out.
Let it out.
Speak up.
That's exactly why I'm so particular about emotions.
Yeah.
Yes, there is responsibility. But when you teach them that there is nothing like man up.
Yeah.
You have
you're free to
issues.
talk
You're a
about
human
You have
being,
issues.
yes.
You come and
You
meet.
talk about it.
This is what is going on.
Yes.
Handle it this way. Handle it this way. Do you know that there are some men? Okay, now let's leave men.
Yeah.
Who cannot even tell their wives their financial status.
Yes.
So if
It's
you can't,
true.
yes. So if you can't do that, how will I know that you don't have money?
Yes.
They will always come and tell you, give me money, give me money.
So the man goes through all of
goes
these
through all
emotions, but bottled up, thinking he has no
has-
right to say because
exactly.
he has to provide,
Exactly.
he has to, be a father, be a man, so he can't cry on his wife because they'll think that the man is weak. And then people even
they
go ahead
tell
to
me
call
being
the
weak.
woman rapper.
They call it, they tell me being
So
weak.
that is what that's what T and the boys are. That's what we are called to do. Teaching them these emotions, managing these emotions, structure everything, to help them thrive.
T, what's your last take? Tell us your last take on this so that we can round up for today.
Okay, so what I'll tell you for your boy child, let's wake up to the call.
Yeah.
There is so much to be done. And once we raise this boy, like I'll always say, you will not need to change your husband.
Yeah, true.
Keep watching Green Nolly TV. Subscribe and turn on your notification button for more updates. I remain your host, Anne Awebiak.
Ruth Besson. And thank you for staying with us. And don't forget that the boy child has a right to his emotions. Thank you very much.